1, 2. Yep. All right. It looks like it's pretty good. Might grab my guitar. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Hey, Samuel. I guess you can see me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay, mate? Maybe not. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks. There's like so many different ways to do this streaming. I'm trying to find one that actually looks good. Is this okay for you, like in terms of video quality? Is it not too crappy? I tried earlier and it was awful. Yep. Okay, cool. So you mean it's fine? All right, awesome. Thanks. I guess my only last question is the picture quality okay? I mean, I've only got one of my lights on here at the moment, but huge lag on the chat. Yeah, there is. Yeah. I think it's up to 10 seconds. Okay, cool. Excuse me, by the way, I'm burping. All right, awesome. Yeah, I watch a couple of Cinemassacre live streams, which are, Angry Video Game Nerd or whatever, and they're always about 10 seconds behind the everyone else. Okay, thanks, Samuel. That's cool. And we've got a few people here now. That's awesome. Awesome stuff. So this might be the way to go. I was trying some third-party program called Wirecast before, but I think this might be the way to go. This is nice and easy. So it's just a standard like Microsoft web camera, but I'm using one of these guys, the Blue Yeti microphones. I'll have a play around with the gain's up at about half, so I'll crank it up a little more. Hopefully that's not spiking or whatever, but we'll see how we go. Thanks for the shirt remark there. Guitarist, that's cool, with a K. Yeah, I had a grotty T-shirt on before, so I thought I'd get changed in case. This won't be a public. If this won't be left up on YouTube, but it's cool. I'm going to start doing some of these coming up. I did a quick test about an hour ago. The picture quality was terrible. The audio quality was fine. So now at least my preview of looking at what's going live on YouTube should be pretty good. Now, I'm going to have to, oh man, Hank Bell, I tell you what. This is going to be some interesting comments coming up. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I figured it meant guitarist. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I got the light above my head. Hang on. Let me fix this up. Hang on. All right, that's with less light now. I don't know if that's any better or not, but oh yeah, I didn't even think of doing that. I got a phone here too. I should give that a look, see if it lets me stream from the same IP that I'm broadcasting from. I didn't even think about that. Are you all on? I know this is probably a stupid question. Are you all on YouTube or are you on Google Plus? Because I don't really use Google Plus, so I'm hoping it's all YouTube. Blues Senpai. I don't know about that, but yeah, of course. It's only 4 people in here, so I'm. Yeah, I'll get the light sorted out. I probably just I just rushed the setup here. I'm more concerned with the picture quality of. It's better now. It doesn't look like this. Yeah. Actually, looks like I have some hair left instead of the looking like this guy. Probably look pretty similar to that. It's like mini me. Okay, cool. So, all right. I'm going to jump on my Wi-Fi for a sec and see if I can stream this as well. So for those that have just joined in, this is just a test. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me some. I don't know if I can make it tonight, man. I'm going to try and get there. The only problem is my bass player, mate, Paul, can't go. So it means I'm going to struggle on the most part playing the sort of music I like. But I might make it up, man. I'll see how we go. That's the DMS Productions, by the way. I don't know what I'm going to do live. Maybe it might be, I might do a live podcast. Could be something like that. I'm going to turn up my mic gain a little more. 1, 2, 2, 2. How's that? So yeah, I'm going to probably do some, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might do some interviews live, or I might do some podcasts, or I might just have a question and answer thing going on as well. So if, if you have any questions, you can let me know, I suppose, or I can even do some blues lick stuff here. I don't know. Got, enough stuff set up in here to get some stuff done. So yeah, we'll see how we go. All right. What's your new project, Guitarist? All right. Mic gain is fine. All right. Sweet. This is one of those things I've kind of thought about doing for a while, but in terms of the live stream. But yeah, it's kind of different than my YouTube videos because I cut out a lot of my babbling and I get to say things more than once to get it right. So this will be exposing because I don't often just talk. Well, apart from the podcast, which is mostly live, I don't often just babble into a microphone unscheduled. So yeah, it should be an interesting thing. So I'm on a Google Plus Hangout, which is obviously streaming directly to YouTube, which is cool. The only downside to this is, I can screen share as well. So this is going to be cool. Maybe we can do like a weekly or fortnightly, or which is every 2 weeks, some sort of like gear recap or something where I can share a screen, have a chat, and show you all the new cool stuff that's coming out. And yeah, Q&A. Yeah, I can do a Q&A. So questions and answers. Doubling comments due to the lag. Okay. The funny thing is, I can't really see if, let me have a look here. Yeah, I don't know whether or not my stream, oh, you know what? Oh, my phone's backing up. That's why it's lagging. I knew that would be what it is. I took some photos earlier. Yeah, let's turn that off. No, can't believe I did that. Anyway, my phone backs up when I get back on Wi-Fi. So I'll turn that off for now. It should be a bit better now. Awesome. Good to see some unique guitarists. Just mentioned there's 2 overdrives and one is a unique circuit, which is good. I absolutely like that. There's only a few out there that that are new as of today that are unique. One that comes to mind is the Blue Brick by MP Audio, and also some of the circuits in the John Cav Audio stuff I think is a bit unique as well. But yeah, cool. All right, yeah. Feel free, if you want me to demo anything, you can email me at intheblues@outlook.com. I'll type it in. Don't send me a message on YouTube. I get hundreds of them every day. Like, I can't keep up with them anymore. I try my best to reply to everybody on when they leave comments, but it's just way too hard. 1,500 videos, over 100 comments left on those videos every day, way more than that some days as well. So it's just insane. Yeah, so just email me if you want me to demo anything. Absolutely, I'll do it. I only need about a week to do the filming and all that kind of stuff. So I do it nice and fast. I don't charge anybody any money either, unlike a lot of other demo guys you'll find. I'm not going to mention any names, but yeah. So feel free to shoot me anything, and I'll demo it and tell you where it's at from what I think of it as well. So I don't know if anyone uses Google Plus Hangouts, but I'm guessing there's a way. What happened to your Les Paul made in Japan? I had a Korean one that's from Sin Am. I probably pronounced that wrong, but I tried. I had a Korean Sockeye Les Paul probably 4 years ago, and yeah, I just sold it because I don't know. I guess I needed the cash at the time. I probably wasn't working or doing stuff, and yeah, I don't really remember. But all right, won't work for me in HTML5. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe I should go back to Wirecast, but that's all right. This is just a test today anyway, guys. So whatever, all feedback is good feedback. If things don't work, I'm more than happy to try a different method or way. So yeah, this is going to be fun. If you see me looking over here, by the way, I'm looking at all the chat messages. The camera's there, so I should probably make this make a little more sense here. Let's move that up. Maybe I should move it over here. Sorry for the, let's see if we can get this to work. So it doesn't look like it's not going to reach. Okay. All right, that's just going to have to do for now. I might move my, actually, I don't need to look at myself here. Let's look at chat, which will make more sense. All right, so that's cool. So what I was going to say before is on Google Plus Hangouts, I'm not sure if I can invite people in or what, but if you can get a Google Plus Hangout thing working and you want to have a chat in real time, feel free to get it going because, yeah, this is just a test. I want to learn how this works. This is my first day doing this. Thanks, man. Yeah, this is my favorite USB microphone, this Blue Yeti mic. I bought this with the intention of just doing podcasting with it a very simple way, or if I traveled, I could plug it straight into my laptop. Yeah, I ended up, when I do my podcasts from home, I tend just to use my Rode mics, which I've got demos of coming up over the next few weeks. So yeah, this is cool. This is cool. I'm really glad it's working. And just to confirm, if you could you please let me know if this is if you can see this in HD, or if it's just in like 240 or 360 or 480. I know it will only go to 720 is the max on this camera, so I'm hoping it at least streams in 720. Thoughts on JCM 2000 DSL? Ooh. Now, that's a question about an amp, which I'm happy to check out. Look, this particular amp, I don't think I've had a chance to use it. No, I haven't. I haven't had a chance to use it, but it looks like a pretty cool head. So, yeah, I don't know. Look, for me, I'm more of a Fender guy. I'm not saying like Marshalls are bad. I just haven't had the experience with them. But yeah, I mean, the best thing to do is just go have a play of it if you can, and if you like it, it's good. That's my suggestion. All right, it's in HD. That's what it says. HD 720. All right, great, cool. This is going to be fun. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I got a mute button, which is good for those scenarios. But yeah, all right, cool. So it looks like everything's working. Got 8 people in the room. Yeah, I just haven't used those JCM 2000 DSL amps. There's a couple of cool Marshalls I've used over the years, or at least had a chance to listen to, but yeah, it's just not my sort of sound, you know, like it's good for, oh man. All right, let me finish Dan's thing first. So yeah, what I was going to say is the drive on a Marshall is great for certain styles of music, but I don't know, I've never been a huge fan of it with the particular sound that I've got in my head. But I'm not saying it's crap, because it kills the Fender drive channels by a mile. So yeah, if you like it, just go get it. All right, Sanam asks me, John Mayer or Joe Bonamassa? John Mayer by a mile. Not only is less is more in my book, and he's just a tastier guitar player. He doesn't sound like Kermit the Frog when he talks. Look, I'm not bagging Joe Bonamassa, by the way. He's a monster guitar player, but you know, John Mayer's licks stick in your head once you hear his albums, whereas Joe Bonamassa's don't, in my opinion. And that's like B.B. King or Mark Knopfler. You can sing along with their licks if you know the song. So I kind of like that in a guitar player, and John Mayer's definitely got that, much like, you know, what Clapton's got. But sort of to the next level, I reckon. I reckon he's a gun. But anyway, that's my opinion. That said, Mayer's voice, I like it when he's singing blues. I'm a bit over it now with some of his album stuff, but yeah, he's a monster. He's an absolute monster. They're both great, but if I had to pick, I'd definitely choose Mayer. He's you know, if I had one of them in my band, it'd be him. I think the chicks dig him too. Yep. All right, so how long's this been going for? I'm not too sure how long I've been streaming for. That's another thing, I can't tell. So I guess I'm just going to stay around for another 10 or 15 minutes, make sure everything's working. And yeah, Joe Bonamassa, sorry, gets a lot of flack online from a lot of guitarists. I guess he's a huge gear nerd too, so I don't know if that sort of impacts the way people think about him. But I mean, the guy can play, man. Some of his acoustic stuff's amazing too, but I don't know. He's just guitar playing doesn't do much for me, really. I haven't heard a lot of Blind Melon there, Alex, so I'll have to do some, you know, research into that one. I can't answer that for you, other than I haven't heard them to my knowledge. I'm terrible with names, by the way. I'm horrible with names. So I know music really well when I hear it, but Gary Clark Jr. is great, man. Gary Clark Jr. is coming from a great place with his playing. Sort of, he's got the whole less is more thing, but can really dig in as well. And look, it's personal choice, man. Both those guys are great. I know more of John Mayer's music than I know of Gary Clark Jr. But that said, the stuff I've seen of Gary Clark Jr. is great. If I end up in the US next year and in July, I'm going to see if I can see a few of these guys, because it's a lot easier than trying to find them here. All right, Dan Murray asks me, you said you worked in IT before. What did you do in IT? So I'm a qualified Microsoft specialist. But before that, I've done everything from 3D video game level design. This is all stuff I've taught myself, by the way. Server administration, I did Linux stuff as well. I can set up servers, all website e-commerce stuff as well, and a whole mix of different things. I don't program, but I've done, you know, everything from, I used to work at a company called Bain & Company, which is a sort of multinational, massive company. It's pretty well known if you're in that industry. But yeah, I just used to just basically look after a couple of hundred people in Australia and sometimes overseas, remoting onto their machines and fixing stuff, all that kind of thing as well. Excuse me for 1 minute. Just had some dinner, so excuse me. But yeah, I've done a bit of everything with IT, just a mix of creative stuff and a mix of technical stuff. You know, all the Linux stuff I learned, I used to run a video games network online as well for a company, for 3 companies in Australia, actually. And that was cool. I got to work from home and play a lot of games, which got me into the 3D level design stuff. And then, okay, so DMS Productions. I might catch you tonight, man. I'll see how we go. I'm not 100% sure if I'll make it, but if I don't, happy birthday. And I'll buy you a drink the following week if I don't see you. So yeah, I've done a whole lot of different IT stuff over the years, mostly technical troubleshooting, but I've set up e-commerce shops for people as well. So a bit of everything. So I hope that answers some of your questions there. Who are your blues inspirations? So I did a video on this a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago on my podcast. So it was something called Early Days of Blues Inspirations or something like that. So if you just go to my channel, check back a couple of videos, you'll see I posted a video of my initial influences into playing guitar. But basically, Eric Clapton, From the Cradle, that was the CD that really got me going. I love B.B. King. And there's a few people on that list on that video that I didn't mention, which I should have, and albums that I didn't mention, but they were the main ones. And a few local guys as well. But From the Cradle was definitely the first time that I thought, I want to start playing blues because I love it. I love Pearl Jam too. Yes, I grew up listening to them in high school. Yeah, JD Simo, man. He's awesome. I'm subscribed to JD on YouTube as well, and he's got he's a monster player, man. He's just an absolute monster. There's a video with him and a Les Paul that I absolutely love. So he's talking about all the different sounds you can get out of it, which is awesome. So let me just go up here. I might have missed some questions. Yeah, okay. All right, looks like we're all good. So if anyone else has any questions, feel free to type some stuff into the chat. Looks like I'm all caught up with everything. But yeah, in terms of my IT experience, as mentioned before, it's just bits of everything. And eventually I just thought, well, I might as well get qualified. And I got that, and then I worked for another year and gave it in. So yeah, now I still do some IT stuff, but my favorite guitar, Alex asks me. The favorite guitar that I own is the Gibson 56 VOS Les Paul with P90s. That thing is an absolute beast. Let me get it out. Let's do this. I played this about 4 years ago and thought, still smells amazing. I played this a few years back about 3 or 4 years ago, and thought to myself, this is the best guitar I've ever played. In terms of the neck size, it's got a really, really big neck. It's probably hard to see, but the neck is really quite large. And yeah, the tone of it was great. And the more I listened to Sean Costello, the more I thought, man, I should go get this guitar. So years later, I went back and picked it up, and this is it. So this is probably my favorite guitar. I love my 52 reissue Telecaster. I think that's as nice as this since I had the fret job done. Yeah, which is, it's not behind me anymore. And it's funny because I've been noodling around with this today. Again, I've had this in the case for the last couple of weeks because it needed new strings. I'm lazy. But yeah, this thing is just beautiful. This is the Little Crow. Tone-wise, it's just awesome. I also love my 335 as well. I don't have like multiples of guitars anymore. The only guitar I have twice is I've got a Les Paul with humbuckers, which is the Tokai, and that Les Paul I just showed you before. The best guitar I've ever played would be the Nick Huber. Oh no, I can't think of the name. It's not the Twangmeister, but it's their top of the line thing. It's like 10 grand US. It's mental. But yeah, that was the nicest guitar I've ever played. but my favorite would be the Les Paul, with a close second of my 52 reissue Telecaster. This would be up there as well, man. I don't know. I'd definitely say my Les Paul right now is my favorite, but like most things with pedals and that, as my moods change, so does my taste. So there's some days where this is my favorite guitar because it just sounds so freaking good. Yeah, so it's just one of those things. And other times, I love my 335 as well. All right, so I got another question from Hank. Oh, here we go. No, let's go to Alex first. Sorry, Alex Cento. Greetings. All right, so hang on. Where do you buy all these guitar from? Okay, so he's asking me where I get all my guitars from. This is actually a custom-made guitar that I had some input into. So this is an Australian-made guitar, which, you know, I worked with Little Crow, not paid, but I gave them feedback, obviously, on what I'd like on a guitar and all that kind of stuff. And this was the guitar combination that I kind of wanted but couldn't find. I love mini humbuckers and Telecaster bridge pickups. So they were nice enough to build me this. It's like a signature model guitar now for me, which is awesome. And yeah, in terms of my other ones, I got my 52 reissue Tele that you've seen on a million videos. I got that in H Street Music in San Francisco. I've got the my Les Paul that you saw just before, the gold top down there. I got that from a shop in Melbourne, Australia called Sindel Music, which is in Glen Waverley. That's also where I got my ES335 from as well as my left-handed Strat. So they had a collector that died recently, and they got a lot of great guitars from this guy's family. So I picked up a few of them over the years, and they've still got some in there. They got a couple of PRS ones. They got a Japanese Tokai, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they got lots of stuff. But basically, it's wherever I can find them. I used to buy them almost as a novelty at one point when I was working at my IT job, just because I had more cash than sense at that time. Not anymore. But yeah, I used to buy, you know, have more guitar. I had more guitars than I've got now, but now I've got what I need and what I really like. So yeah, it's wherever I can find them. I'll probably end up getting something from Jerry's Lefty Guitars next year as well. So we'll see how that goes. Mr. Kareem asks me if I swapped the Joe Barton pickups back into the Tele. I did, because one of the venues that I play at every month, I can't play with single coils, and I really missed playing that guitar. So I put them back in. The MJS pickups sound really good. If I was playing at a buzz-free venue, I would have left them in. But you know what? In the mix, I can't hear a difference. They, on their own, if I'm recording, I can hear a difference between the pickups, and got just that little bit more steeliness with the original single coil pickups. But man, the Bardens are just great. You know, as soon as I put them back in, I can use it again. That's why I like this too, because 2 out of 3 positions on this guitar are basically noise cancelling. So anyway, let's take some more questions here. So I got asked, is the gas how far away is the gas documentary? You know what? I wanted to finish that this year. One of the basically, my friend who was living here has moved back to England, so I don't have help with the video camera part of it. Another guy I know, Alex, who has a YouTube channel, Alex Old School, he's going to be helping me with the video camera part now. So I'm in the process of organizing that next day of shooting, which should be awesome. I won't give too much away, but one of the guys we'll be filming has over 20 Strats. So yeah, it should be fun. I'll leave it there. But yeah, it's insane. So okay, let me just catch up with some of these questions. If you only had to use one guitar, one amp, and 3 pedals for the rest of your life, what would you use? All right, 1 amp, Super Reverb, Fender Super Reverb, hands down. I take a Klon KTR. I take a Maxon OD 820. So 2 overdrives. I love overdrives, and I probably take an analog delay pedal, and I'm not 100% sure which one, but that would be the three. Or I would get rid of the analog delay and take my GC B95 wah pedal. This wah is cool. All right, so Dan, thanks for sticking around, man. Dan Murray just is shooting out of here now. He says he has to finish editing this podcast. So that's cool. We've got I'll have to check out your podcast, man. I'll open your YouTube channel in a different window here and see what we've got. So this was just going to be like a 10-minute thing to see if it works. So hopefully I'm not boring everybody. And Sanam asks me, please let me know if I'm saying that wrong. I feel like a tool. Whereabouts in Australia do you live? So I'm in Melbourne, Australia. So a lot of people think I'm like, I don't know, I'm in Sydney or in Adelaide or what, but no, I'm actually in Melbourne. All right, so just for your information, 720p on the iPhone, but your YouTube, okay, so it looks like there's some issues with some of the streaming here, but we'll see how we go. Have you heard of Rail Hammer pickups? I have not. I'll check them out right now. Where are they made, or who makes them, or let me check this out, see if I can. Oh, they look pretty cool, man. They look really cool. I'd be correct in assuming maybe they're like modern sort of heavy pickups. Sorry, I was just reading. You see me go quiet, that's why. I'm just catching up with all the comments. There's only 9 people in here too, so I can only imagine if it gets busy and I do this properly. So Rail Hammer pickups look pretty good. Sweet. Oh, they make some P90s as well, or humbucker size P90s. Okay. Yeah, cool. If you need editing, hit me up. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Thanks, Dan. So this is really cool. Thanks for helping me test this out and give me feedback on the lighting and stuff. And when I do this again properly, I'll have another light and I'll spend a bit of time getting it right. I just literally was filming against my backdrop before. So yeah, and this is what it looks like for people who are wondering. It's a brown curtain on a wall. So it's nothing too exciting. I was filming in a different room, but recently I swapped over to this room, moved everything in here. So yeah, I've got my little drum kit set up and my amp and stuff's over here. So yeah. What pickups do you recommend for a blues sound on a tally? Man, I mean, it's hard to sort of just give you one answer to that. But if you want a sort of a traditional sound, get some vintage style pickups. You know, that's what I would do. That, or I love my Joe Barton pickups. I reckon they sound bluesy. It just depends on how you set it up. So just don't get anything too, over the top modern, or don't get those N3 pickups. Horrible pickups. So either get single coils, even Mexican tally pickups sound great, so it doesn't really matter. I just think that would definitely do the trick. It's funny. I played in Chicago back in 2008 with Sammy Fender, and I had a Mexican Strat, and arguably it's the best tone I ever had. It's steely. It's all the things that my search for a Strat isn't right now. I can't find a really steely sounding Strat, but my Mexican one had it. So Mexican pickups, man, they definitely sound good. All right, what do we got for time here? All right, cool. All right, I might just might wrap this up in probably 5 or 10 minutes. So if you've got anything else to ask me, let me know. And then I'll do an official stream coming up in the next maybe 7 days, the next 5 days or something. Maybe, you know what? I might even do one tomorrow. I might even do a proper stream tomorrow, but we'll see. It might even be next weekend. I'll put an event up and see what happens. I haven't done one of these before properly, so I'll make sure I can get all the screen sharing thing to work as well. Hey, if you want to see my desktop background, let me show you this. See if this works. Hang on. Is this going to work? So there we go. I got my Texas Blues Alley background right now. I really love that picture. I reckon it's great. It's got a cool font. It's just some of the stuff. Will this open over here? Let's try this. So coming up next week, starting Thursday, I'm doing a series of mic demos, which should be cool. So these are just going to be basic talk and guitar tests, like acoustic guitar sort of stuff. So yeah, we're going to test out a whole bunch of these and see how they go. Hopefully that works. Let me know if you can see those photos and stuff on the chat, because that would be cool. All right, what have I done? I've lost my chat room. Hang on. Oh no, there it is. Cool. All right, have you done any reviews or tips on what to look for in gear bag cases, straps, guitars? No, I don't think I have, Terry. I think, well, I kind of have and haven't. I do stock some pedal boards in INTHEBLUES.com.au, which they're absolutely as good as the pedal train stuff. They're awesome. I've sold quite a few of them here, but yeah, I don't think I've really done a proper video on that. Maybe that's a cool topic for a podcast. I'll copy and paste this chat, so I got a copy of it, and I'll do that in a podcast. Or maybe I can do that on the live stream when I do it properly, officially. Yep, screen share works. Okay, cool, that worked. That's awesome. Let's go down to Mr. Kareem 33. I have the second road showed an M3. Yep. So M3 and an NT3 was the silver one. I love Rode mics. I got quite a few of them, and I use them quite a lot. For the best electric guitar recording microphone, in my opinion, after recording for 12 or more years, is the Rode M3. It's awesome. Man, I got this light way too close. I'm starting to get cooked. All right. I have a Chinese Strat. Okay, cool. I had a couple of them. All right. Well, I don't know, guys. Thanks so much for hanging around this live chat thing. I'm going to start doing this more often. I really like the idea of this. And yeah, I'll do sorry, Terry. Yeah, I'll definitely do a podcast for that. No problems. It's easier that way. I'll come up with some stuff to share with everybody for the first official live stream. So, yeah, I guess also if anyone wants me to talk about anything in particular, just let me know as well. And we've got a couple of minutes. We've got 4 minutes left. So if anyone wants to throw anything else at me last minute, then we can do that. If you want to share your YouTube channel or whatever, that's cool. You can punch that into the link, or into the chat, I should say. All right, cool. So overall, guys, it looks like the picture quality is usable, and it hasn't glitched too much, which has been good, at least not on my end, except for when I was backing up my phone unannounced. So yeah. Thanks again for. Yeah, all right. I can fix that. It's a proper production light. So it's just about getting it in the right angle. I don't usually use it when I sit here either. I use two of them and they point towards the wall over here. So it's not designed to be right above my head, but if I turn it off, it'll look shocking. It'll look terrible. So I might just bring a couple of lamps in or leave the window open or something like that. So yeah, okay, that's cool. I can fix that easily enough. There's also some settings on my webcam that I can adjust that as well. All right, so I'm not sure how to pronounce this name. Jeuel. I'll call you Mr. Sapad. How's the deluxe reverb sim on the Mustangs? It's really good. It's one of the ones I use the most. That and the Supersonic. Please do some lessons and licks around the turnarounds that you play. Yeah, I can. I started doing some lessons a little while ago about some of the intro licks and all that kind of stuff that I do. The thing with lessons is they take a lot of time for me to get right. It's more like I don't often teach, so trying to remember the fret numbers, the string number, and then still remember what I'm trying to play is tricky for me. Like I know the turnarounds and that back to front, but when I'm trying to explain it, I end up and it takes me dual. Okay, cool. It takes me a while to get it all right. So on video, I should say. So it sort of puts me off making them, but you know what? I'm going to have some more time pretty soon because I've just caught up on all my videos. I'm done through till almost the end of the year. So I've just uploaded 5 or 6 more today. I got 5 or 6 more to finish, sorry, and then I'll be pretty much complete till the end of the year. So for those who went on the test stream earlier too, the next pedal demo I have is this guy. It's one of the best tremolo pedals I've ever heard of, or ever played, I should say. The Anarchy Audio Flutterby. So yeah, definitely check this video out when it goes live. It's great. I have 3 favorite tremolo pedals now. I had 2. I had the VFE old school trem, the Dazatronics optical tremolo, and this. This is fantastic. So yeah, awesome. All right, so all right, Mr. Kareem asks me the new parts on the INTHEBLUES shop look great. The Strat aluminium pickguard, ground plate caught my eye. Do they do a Mexican? You know what? I have a feeling that they fit Mexican Strats as well. I think it's just they're made in the US. It's sort of a stupid way of writing it. I might double check that though. I'll get a Mexican Strat off a mate and see if everything aligns. I'm pretty sure it will. I don't think physically there's any difference, like in where the positioning of the pots and stuff are. So it should be fine. I'm looking forward to giving that a shot. I got noiseless pickups in my Strat, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, it's supposed to be really good. I'm yet to have any feedback on them. So we're gonna get more. I'm gonna get more parts for the Tone Shop as well coming up next year. I'm gonna look at more. I really like having a stock of 500K pots, 250K pots, all that kind of stuff. I may actually replace a few of my pots in my Toko guitars with them as well, because these are just awesome. They're unreal. All right, so Nels. I'm horrible with this. So many places in the world, and I'm just terrible trying to work out some of these names. So I apologize if I butcher the pronunciation of your name. It's not intentional. So JFlux69 says hello. Yeah, I was going to wrap this up like a few minutes ago, but I'm just doing a test today. So anyone who's just joined, just know that this is just a test, and I appreciate everyone coming in and checking it out. So yeah, thanks. It's been good to get feedback on the lighting and how the voice sounds, all that kind of stuff, how the camera looks, whatever else. So, okay. All right, cool, man. Sorry, I'm typing and you can probably see that there's a bit of a lag too. So if I take a few minutes to reply, it's only because when the chat updates, you're going to see whatever I say 5 to 10 seconds later. All right, so thanks, Mr. Kareem, 33. I think I'm going to leave it there for right now. I'm definitely going to shoot off. So, Washington. Cool. I just got distracted again. But cool. Awesome stuff. It's great to have people from all around the world join on this live stream at 7:43 p.m. my time. So I'm going to do this in the morning, around lunchtime, probably my time next time, which will be PM in the US and PM in other places as well. So we'll try it at a few different time zones and see what happens. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, we've got one more question. Am I still using the Mustang? To be honest, I'm not using it a whole lot right now. I'm been really, really happy with my Blues Deluxe with the Swamp Thing speaker. I've got so many pedals that I get from companies as well that I feel like I should use them live as well to get a vibe for them live rather than just doing a demo and saying they're great. But now what I'm doing, I'm taking stuff out into the real world and having a go with stuff. You can use pedals with the Mustang, but for me, it's just not the same. I'd rather not. So, but yeah, that'll be the last question, I reckon, for today. But yeah, thanks again for everybody for tuning in and hanging out with me. This is awesome. I really enjoy this. And greetings to Germany as well from Bingo2501. And yeah, this is great. I hope you enjoyed this. And whenever I do the next one, I'll put up an invite via YouTube, or I'll schedule an event, and we can have more of a chat. And if anyone's on YouTube, if anyone uses Google Plus, which I don't, but if you do, I'm pretty sure I can add you to this group chat over here, and we can sort of talk as well, separate from the YouTube chat. So anyway, it's all good. And hello to Italy as well, Cristiano. That's a cool name, man. And yeah, we've got people from the Philippines as well. Awesome. I could stay here all night. This is great, but I'm gonna just do a few things right now. Maybe go have a play. So we'll see how we go. All right, people. Thanks again for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed my rambling. Sort of a bit tired now, but yeah, I will speak to you all later. See ya.